The studio next door to you guys, and the entire studio is green. So I want to show off our new, not only cool technology, but this is going to be technology that's going to help us accurately forecast in your neighborhood. So this is our AR/VR virtual studio. Look how cool this is. We don't have a window here, but I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you outside because things are changing. So what we're looking at right now is this is our LAX camera. You can barely make out what's outside because we do have a little bit more of the patchy low clouds and fog. And on top of that, look, I could pull up a map of Southern California and I can walk from one neighborhood to the next. I'm going to show you this morning that, you know, we had a really nice weekend here in Southern California, those really hot temperatures. So this is what kind of shrunk that marine influence. Now we're looking at more of the clouds hovering near some of our beach communities, especially in Orange County. And then I'm going to pull up our current conditions to show you each individual community where we're looking at the clouds hovering over areas like Huntington Beach. You can see right here. And then some of it has moved into Santa Ana, so we do have some partly cloudy skies there. More clouds, especially in San Clemente, and then a lot of the clouds have banked up right against the Santa Ana Mountains. Now I'm going to walk over the Santa Ana Mountains and take you into the Inland Empire where we're looking at cloud-free conditions this morning, and this is why temperatures here are a little bit warmer. We're looking at temperatures in the mid-60s for Lake Elsinore, upper 60s for Ontario. We even have those mid-60s as you head toward San Bernardino. You can see behind me. I'm going to walk right along the foothill communities and show you that we are under cloud-free skies for LA County and then also as you head inland toward Ventura County. We do have some clouds though hovering near the Long Beach area, not quite as bad, and then some of it has filtered into LAX as well, like you just saw with our camera. But overall we're looking at pretty much a really shallow marine influence. And then even in areas like Woodland Hills, we're looking at those temperatures nice and mild, but things are going to slowly start to change. We've had a really nice weekend here in Southern California. This high pressure system's been dominating our forecast. So I'm just going to close everything out for you and show you what we can expect as we head into the rest of the week, because these are just the last few days of spring before the summer arrives. But we're already feeling a taste of summer. So this is what we're watching. That warming trend continues here in Southern California. We're going to continue to see a little bit more of those offshore winds this morning, and then the winds flip to more of that sea breeze fashion. So once the sea breeze arrives, that's going to help cool things down just ever so slightly. And then we're also looking at the marine layer returning once we head into the middle of the week. It's going to start to get a little bit deeper. And then as we head into the first day of summer, which is Friday, our temperatures will remain above average. It just won't be as hot as what we're dealing with today. Here's a look at that wind forecast. You kind of get an idea of what we're seeing. So you can see we have the circular eddy off the coast. That's what's kicking in the clouds near the coast of Orange County. By the time we head into the afternoon, look how they start to flip, starts to move inland. So this is that sea breeze returning. This is what's going to help cool things down. And then as the sea breeze gets a little bit stronger, it's going to push a little bit more inland, and that's going to allow that slow cool down to take place over the course of the next few days. But high pressure continues to dominate, and it will sit around with us at least until the middle of the week. And then finally, by the time we head into Friday, first day of summer, you see how it kind of moves off to the east, and then another system starts to move in from the north. This is what's going to provide us with the cooler conditions, so temperatures will finally start to feel a little bit back to normal as we head into this upcoming weekend. So just enjoy those toasty conditions for LA and Orange County in the upper 80s. And then by the time we head into the first day of summer, we're getting down into the low 80s. And then look at this, the first weekend of summer, temperatures topping out at 78 degrees, which is where we should be, especially for this time of year. For the valleys, we're looking at 102 this afternoon, same with tomorrow. And then we're slowly cooling down into the 80s as we head into the end of the week. And then by the time we head into Saturday, we're looking at those mid 80s. For the Inland Empire, we're looking at 102 today, 97 by tomorrow. So again, things are gradually starting to cool down, still hotter than normal. 93 for the first day of summer for the Inland Empire, and then for the first weekend of summer, temperatures topping out in the upper 80s. So this is pretty cool technology, Chris and Kalina. It's immersive, it's interactive, and we're going to really help accurately forecast for each individual neighborhood as we head into the future now.
I know, it looks so cool seeing you glide across Manhattan Beach, then the other areas, and glide into the mountains and guide us through all of that. It looked really cool. Amber, great job.